What's up, YouTube? Ryan Panny here. Getting some things off my chest so they don't cause stroke or an aneurysm or erectile dysfunction or any potential health problems that being angry or preoccupied could cause. And I've waited like 2 weeks on this now, so I've probably shortened my life by a good 8 or 9 months at this point. The new Rich the Kid album. You know, I was gonna listen to it. I really was. There were some songs on that Rich Forever 3 compilation tape that I kind of dug, and Rich the Kid is definitely one of those names when it comes to up-and-coming rappers that you want to be on the lookout for. So I figured that sometime this year, I didn't really know when, sometime this year he was gonna drop a project, and I was probably gonna give it a listen. Not anymore. Nope. Nope. Look, 99.9% of the time, I don't care about album titles. I could give a shit. But this motherfucker, in 2018, titled a hip-hop album, The World Is Yours. Are you fucking kidding me? He might as well have called it #bars or Life's a Bitch or Money Over Bitches or Fuck Bitches Get Money. Any of those would have been less cliche. What is it with rappers and fucking Scarface references? It's as if that one movie is the only viable metaphor in all of the last 40 years of pop culture for any sort of drug dealing or killing people or just general accumulation of a lot of wealth. I just don't understand how in 2018 a hip-hop artist can make a Scarface reference, whether it's in a lyric or an album title or whatever, and think it is remotely original just by any stretch of the imagination. I don't understand. I just can't believe this new Rich the Kid album, The World Is Yours, came out and people are just glossing over this completely beat-to-death title that he chose for his debut album. Like, Pitchfork did a whole fucking review for this thing where in the text of the review they criticize like a lack of lyrical originality, but how about the title? Like, isn't that still an important part of branding, of setting yourself apart? Look, in 1994, Nas had the Stone Cold classic song The World Is Yours, track 4 off Illmatic. A year before that, the rapper Scarface appropriately had an album titled The World Is Yours. As far as I'm concerned, as far as hip-hop goes, the Scarface references should probably have ended there. No? Or am I just crazy? I think this has been bothering me for a lot longer than I realized because just the level of upset I am at this one album title. I think it's more of like a straw and camel situation because these Scarface references keep coming out and just making me angrier and angrier and angrier at the fact that 35 years after that movie came out, no one can come up with a new reference. And if for some reason you don't believe me that this is a real issue, here is a list of some hip-hop songs that reference Scarface. Mind you, this is just for me sitting here for 30 to 60 seconds and writing down just songs that I've listened to recently that talk about Scarface in some way. Wiz Khalifa, Zoni. J. Cole, Immortal. Big Pun, Glamour Life. 20th anniversary of that first Big Pun record, I think next week. That's crazy. 20 years of that record, and it just still sounds so fucking hard. Lil Wayne, the Coco remix. That was when he was calling out Birdman. That was when the whole thing first resurfaced that Birdman was ripping him off. UGK, Feds in Town. I mean, that's a classic song off the Super Tight record. You can't really hate on that. Then Cool G Rap, Fast Life, starts with a Scarface quote. So does Jay-Z's Can't Knock the Hustle. I mean, and those two songs came out within like a year of each other. That was that whole mafioso rap thing where people were even more obsessed with Scarface than I'm sure Rich the Kid is. Tyga, Faded. Remember that song? Remember Tyga? Future has a song called Tony Montana. Designer's Panda in the chorus. He says something about Montana or whatever. And of course, Nas, The World Is Yours, which is, to me, I think unimpeachable. But I mean, that's just like songs that I've listened to in the past month. You're telling me that Rich the Kid hasn't listened to at least half of those songs and noticed that the Scarface reference is getting a little played out? Look, I get it. Scarface is literally in my top 5 movies ever. I fucking love that movie. Between just the over-the-top violence and Al Pacino's performance and just the whole look and feel of supposedly early 80s Miami, it's a stone cold cinema classic. Absolutely. But if you're a hip hop artist at all concerned with being semi-original and having a little bit of longevity because of that originality, you gotta stay away from this movie. You gotta stay far away from this movie. It's better for you, it's better for me, so that's a win-win, right? So yeah, I am legitimately not listening to this Rich the Kid album because of the album title. You can call me a douchebag if you want, but in this amazing era where there's so much music to choose from as a fan, minor details like an album title that's not that original are all it takes to get glossed over by someone like me who's kind of on the fence, who has 4 or 5 similar projects that they're interested in listening to. So I guess the lesson here is originality matters. And in hip hop, originality is not titling your album "The World Is Yours" in 2018. And yeah, that's about all I have to say on that matter. Have a wonderful day.